That was very weird. Don't know what my angle was there, but it didn't feel right. Hello again, Bradley. How's your call gone? Are you still in the call? Or are you not in call anymore? I didn't even know you went. I knew you were in the call, but I didn't know you actually left. Thought you were still here. She's gone to bed. But you plugged me, right? You plugged me, yeah? Lawyer. What do you mean, nope? I was supposed to be there. Why wasn't I further over to the right? Also, I don't think you answered me earlier. I am pronouncing her name right, aren't I? It's lawyer. Like lawyer, but lawyer. That's fun to say. I don't know why. It feels nice. It's like my tongue's just doing a backflip in my mouth almost. Lawyer. 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 Oh, Bradley. Did you or did you not know about the Rainbow Road thing that happened recently? Lawyer. 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 Okay. I mean, I guess that's slightly more attractive than at the end of it, isn't it? I've been saying that for the past hour. What, did you leave on me saying it and then come back to me saying it? just me doing MC3 attempts while just saying the name. That's funny. No, not for this whole time. We had a brief discussion about controllers because someone new to the game came in and wondered what controller to use, and I gave them a lecture that the Wii wheel is actually better than they think. And in the space of time that it took me to explain that, which was like half an hour, Ellie King just said, "Fuck it, don't listen to him." Oh, there he is. He's still here. Ellie King was just like, "Get a classic, bro." And then we just spoke about how our controllers went, like how we moved through separate controllers. 15-minute lap on this track. Did you tell them that the GCN controller is shit? No. I told them that it has the hardest claw if you use the index finger on the analog stick and thumb on the D-pad. Don't like that. Oh, we knew it already, Bradley. It's fine. Fuck! Besides Wii Wheel, the only controller I know about besides Wii Wheel. I learned today I can play with Nunchuck. Yeah. I mean, if you got your Wii, if you got your disc case for Mario Kart Wii still, you have all the controllers that you can use listed on the back, which includes the Wiimote, just as a Wii Wheel, Wiimote and Nunchuck, GameCube controller, and Classic Controller or Classic Controller Pro. You can also use the N64 controller if you've got an adapter that sends it into the GCN port, which I have and use occasionally, just for fun. I'd say Nunchuck is best for TTs, but for online, Classic and Nunchuck is pretty even. I think Classic, Nunchuck and GameCube are pretty even for online, because it doesn't really matter. Really. And then it depends. For me personally, it would depend on what track for Classic, GameCube or Wiimote and Nunchuck. For the more driving orientated tracks, I'm definitely better at driving with the Wiimote and Nunchuck. Nunchuck is a bitch to claw though. Yeah. Use the index finger to use the analog stick. Use the other thumb to whack the controller on the side of the desk. You just you duct tape the end of the controller to your thumb, and whenever you want to wheelie, you just flick your entire thumb on your left hand. Oh, that's gross. The worst way. The worst way to play the game. GCN. Yeah. You should make your hands grow a little bit larger, Bradley, and then try the Brett Claw out. Because it's fine when your hands are big enough. Oh, you can apply that to something else. Gonna finish lap 2 already, 15 minutes in. Oh, you mean into the session? The only thing that matters is what you're used to. That is true, because if you're used to it the most, then you're probably going to get better if you practice the most. But if you're not enjoying how you're playing with it, as in like it's either really upsetting you, or it's genuinely causing you pain, then it's probably best to change. And hello Shooter, how are you? How have you been? Shooter your tutor. Oh yes, I shooter my tutor in the shower sometimes. I wouldn't recommend it, to be honest. Probably better if you put a mat down. Anyways. Fucking pipes. With the GCN you are so restricted if you have small hands. Yeah. My sister can't even claw the regular way. Because otherwise, if she wanted to move the analog stick forward, she'd have to stretch out her hand in this sort of L position almost. That makes her sound like she has ridiculously small hands. She doesn't have very small hands. Not anymore. But she can't claw. I tried teaching her both ways on the GameCube controller. She can't call. Why was that ending on my 228? 290. Fuck! Oh well, seeing as that's died. I shoot in my tutor in the shower sometime. Thanks, Bradley! That's going in Brett quotes. Quotes, even though I said it. No. Should probably just be a quotes thing on my channel, a general quotes thing. But not many people, other than myself, say memorable quotes these days. I'll take it. Oh. No, 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 no! You're doing it all wrong. Who's Brexit? Perfect. I just shooted my tutor 5 minutes ago. Good. Good for you. I'm good. How are you? I am good too. I'm reading this in such a weird order. Okay, got a 2 out of 3 and wall clip lap 3, but went oob. Ow. Keep going, Wilf. Keep going. It's almost February, guys. No, not February. It's his basement child's name. Who would want to call their child Brexit? No way, February, it was June last month. Last mouth, even. We're talking about June's mouth. Ooh, where's my face? Where's my face? Where's my face? Where is it? Because if we're talking about June's mouth, then this is what I have to say to that. June Carter. Hello, Walrus. We're talking about mouths. Do you want to join in with us? Why am I saying that so loud? My parents have probably gone to bed. Also, did you see my shit? Did you see the shit that I did? And the MC3.2 lap that I got. Lap 1. Vacey. Vacey TV? Is that how you say that? Welcome to the stream. I probably butchered that because I'm not very good at pronouncing stuff. Lawyer. 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 Auntie, it's late. Go to bed, you bloody wanker. Sorry, mum / dad / aunt / grandma / sister. Vase, but with a Y. Oh. Oh, so it's pronounced the same. Is it vase or vase? That's something, another discussion there. I'd probably say vase, seeming as that's how it looks like it should be said with the Y. Sister. Yes, that's what you should call your sister now. I have a mouth on my bottom. Is this normal? Not me, but that's why I don't have teeth. You can be each other's dad if you try hard enough. A vase is for posh twats. What's a shister? A shit sister? If so, I also have a shister. Sure. Shooter just leveled up somehow. Awesome. Ow! Ow! Okay. Sorry. I say Vars, but I'm from Birmingham, mate. Birmingham, mate. I'm not very good at accents at all. Are you European? Yes. I do not have a shister, but I will in 5 years because hecking puberty. I don't know what that's supposed to imply. Smoggy lad here. No, he's from Nicaragua. God, that country name doesn't roll off the tongue very well. Nicaragua. That's in the Caribbean, is it not? I think. Somewhere around that area. Latin America, most likely. He's from the land of Brexit. Do you know, when we leave the EU, we're also going to be leaving Europe. So there's going to be just tons of people just put, like... We're all going to get a big pointy stick and put it in the ocean next to France. And we're just going to all push off. We're going to slam into Ireland and run it over, and then we're just going to push ourselves all the way into the... next to America. And then we'll join the Trump Union. No. I knew someone would react like that. Because I was about to say, why do you go to bed at 5:27? Ah, I see. I'm from hell, Michigan. How are you leaving Europe? You can't move a damn island. I just said, you get the pointy sticks and you push off. And it will push the islands with us. Everyone in the UK has to willingly push the sticks. That's what we're gonna do. I go to bed at 5:27 a.m. I know, just nuke it. Nuke it to USA. What? Just blast a load of nukes into the ocean and power us along like a speedboat. We'll just slam into the UK then. We'll end up next to Japan. We'll plow straight through. We'd plow straight through the US and create an entirely new channel. We'd just end up next to Japan on the other side. Okay, this is bad. Might be still be a 0.3. If I get a 0.3 out of this, Bradley, would you scream at me? No, that was a shit. It's I know it's an island, but you know, you can get your sticks and you can just push off, you know? It's not that difficult. If everyone does it all at the same time, we'll just be able to push ourselves all the way to the US, you know? Can't be that difficult. By the time I have the energy for the day, it's 3 AM and I need to be up in 4 hours. Just stay awake then, Walrus. No, don't actually do that. Wait, Walrus, you're still in school, aren't you? Ow! That translates to no. Oh, okay. Cool! School sucks. I had one of the worst dreams that I ever had the other day. That I was back in secondary school. It was really shit. It was like really good dream, and it just turned into a really shit dream where I met up with Bradley and Maniac for the first time, and then I'm not sure if anybody remembers when Tom, Nick and Arch met up last year when Tom went over to see Nick. In the dream they met up in the UK because Nick and Arch came over and they met Tom, and then the two groups, me, Maniac and Bradley, and then those three met up in person, and for a brief moment it was a chill time, and then for whatever reason we were roped into an exam hall to resit an English exam, and I was like, what the fuck, I don't want to do this, I have no idea what I'm doing. Not English, sorry, math. Who wants to do that with friends? Or anybody? Ever again, after you've done it once? Bradley would hate this as well. Bradley, back me up on this, please. It was terrible. I don't know why. I don't know why it happened. I woke up there and I was just like, wow, that's a shit thing to happen, isn't it? And then for the past few days or so, I've been thinking back to time in secondary school. Uselessly. Because toward the end of my time there, it was a horrible thing. It was a horrible time. Math was the only subject I passed though. Yeah, but I passed my maths test by quite a bit. In fact, I was, I think, 3 marks off my potential grade or something. Still passed, but, you know, my teacher really wanted me to achieve my potential in that. He actually wanted to try and get me to resit the exam. But, I mean, because it's been so long to do maths, I think 4 years since I sat it. I'm not too sure for certain. I don't remember a bloody thing. If I sit there and try and just randomly figure it out without revising or practicing math for about 5 years almost, 4 or 5. Wait, which one did I say? 4 or 5? I'm pretty sure it's 4. If I just sat there and tried to do it again, I would not have a fucking clue what I'm going to do. I don't even want to do an exam again. I don't want to do that. I'm in year 10. Oh. Awesome, Will. I think that's my sister's year. She's either in that one or year 11 now. I don't remember. No, wait, yeah, she's in year 11 now. She's sitting her GCSEs this year. What the fuck? I had a dream a notorious pedo was bumming a horse last week. Huh. By that, do you mean it was you? Were you the pedo or the horse? Were you either of those? Were you just watching it happen? Either way, it's weird. Oh, you looked outside your window and you saw that. Oh, interesting. For some reason, I'm getting 8s in maths, but 5s in science. Makes next to no sense. 8s and 5s. I'm not too sure what that is. I guess you mean like the grades before it, like the key stage 3 sort of grading that you have before actual letters, like 8C, 8B, 8A, and then 9C and all that shit. I assume that's what you mean. Unless they change the system entirely, or your school runs on a completely different system. New grades. Well, fuck. Then I have no clue. Why do they do that? New grades? Yeah. I'm garbage at maths, but I'm still doing a higher paper, thanks school. I was in the middle set for maths, I'm pretty sure, and I actually had to do a booster session before I started secondary school with maths. But toward the end of the year, I was acing it, so, you know. Cool. That picked up somehow, and I have no idea how. I'm shitting my GCSEs next week. Not this year. Not this will. It's my sister's parents' evening on Thursday. So what the hell is this? Well, I don't know what that is. I guess it's a picture of something. But the hyperlink has not showed up for some reason. It's my sister's parents' evening on Thursday, and for once I'm off work so I can go and see if the teachers remember me. I'm pretty sure they remember you. I went back to my primary school when my sister was leaving, and she had my last teacher that I had there, and she still remembered me. She was hella surprised when she saw me again, though. 5 is a high C, 6 is B, 7 is A, 8 is A star, 9 is irrelevant. 9 is too high. If you get a 9, your grades are irrelevant. They don't count. You can't be too smart. That's so funny. You're too smart to have a grade. Have a 9. Yeah. To us, you've just put a massive wall of text. I guess if I just copy this into here, does it come up with anything? Well, this has just come up with a blue and grey bar on my screen. What is this? Green and grey blar. Oh. Man, primary, I remember when the biggest stress in my life was SATs. I don't even remember them. GCSEs were so much more stressful. I'm pretty sure I sat my sciences in year 10 because I was in the higher level of science. So we had core science in year 10 and then like extended or applied science, which was even harder. But I got a higher grade in that one. That's the thing though, I had no idea that the communication between me and the teachers and everybody was so terrible when that was happening that I didn't actually know it was a proper GCSE until about a few weeks before I sat them. It's so annoying. Did not make sense for me for that to happen, but you know. I wonder if the last teacher I had in primary remembers me. Last time I saw him was when I was in year 9. Potentially. That's the last time I saw my teachers there as well. You need like 90% of the paper to get right to get a 9. I mean, I've done that before. The highest percent I've got ever on a paper was 97%, I believe. That was a fun day. Even super try hard struggle at that. Perhaps they changed the system with the papers then. In the language mock I got 68 out of 80 and still got an 8. Interesting. Language. English. English language. There was an email that was sent, no, not an email, a letter sent out to my sister's school the other day saying that she had failed her English language, but apparently there was like a glitch in the system, I think, where everyone got that letter. So unless everyone failed... Oh, there we go. The 23rd of the 8th, 2018. Shut up. Take my cookies. The new GCSE grading stands. Demoralizing message. Heads warm. As a teenager waits for GCSE results, head teachers have raised concerns that the new grading system sends a demoralizing message to students who are likely to score lower results in their exams. A better way needs to be found of recognizing the achievement of teenagers who score lower than a 4, equivalent to a C under the old system. In the new tougher GCSE courses, school leaders said. The comments come as 16-year-olds across England, Wales and Northern Ireland receive their GCSEs. And then it has the new grading system that Wilf has just told me there. Last year, 1 in 5 or 20% UK GCSE entries scored at least an A or a 7 under the new system, while 2/3 66.3% scored at least a C, equivalent to a 4 under the new system. Under the biggest shake-up of exams, in England for a generation, GCSEs have been toughened up, and traditional A-star to G grades scrapped and replaced with a 9-to-1 system, with 9 being the highest grade. According to research, Cambridge assessment, as few as 200 students could score a clean sweep of 9s in all their GCSEs this year.
What? Why? Why did they do this? This makes me feel like garbage. For no reason. Ahead of results day, the Association of School and College Leaders, ASCL, said it had concerns about pupils performing at the lower end of the grading scale. The government's intention is that the new system provides greater differentiations between grades. Malcolm Trobe, ASCL Deputy General Secretary, said. For example, it replaces A star and A with 3 grades, 7, 8 and 9. Okay, so it's more lenient on the boundaries then by the looks of things. Our concern, however, is those pupils at the other end of the scale who are taking exams which are harder than their predecessors and who have been told by the government that a grade 4 is a standard pass and a grade 5 is a strong pass. That is a very demoralizing message to those who achieved grades 1, 2 and 3, and the new system does not work very well for them at all. Those young people have completed demanding programs of study, and we need to find a better way to credit their achievements. There have been suggestions in recent weeks. The grade boundaries could be lower this year for GCSEs compared with the old system. That's weird. Last year, when grades were awarded for the first time for the new Maths GCSE, students sitting the higher tier Maths course, which is aimed at higher achieving pupils, needed to score at least 18% on average to secure a grade 4, while on average 52% was needed for a 7 and 79% for a grade 9. Okay. Exams regulators Ofqual, that's a weird name, has said it uses statistical processes to ensure the results are comparable year on year and to ensure that students who are the first to take the new style qualifications are not disadvantaged in any way. ASCL said it is right that pupils should not be disadvantaged because they are the first to take a set of new and more difficult examinations. The union also suggested that if grade boundaries need to be set very low on tiered GCSEs such as Maths, this is a sign that papers were so difficult that pupils were unable to answer many of the questions, which could increase stress and anxiety levels. Mr. Trobe said, "We are also concerned that if grade boundaries have to be set very low, this indicates that the exam is so difficult that many candidates have been unable to answer a significant proportion of the paper. This inevitably increases stress and anxiety and leaves them feeling they could have done poorly. That they have done poorly, even. It is right that exam papers should be challenging, but they should not be excessively difficult, and exams should be designed with this in mind." So much more to read as well. Education Secretary Damien Hinds echoed Ofqual's assurance that pupils who had taken the tougher new exams would not be at a disadvantage. Writing in the Daily Telegraph, he said to make sure that pupils who take the new GCSEs are not at a disadvantage when compared to those who went before. The independent qualifications regulator Ofqual uses statistical methods called comparable outcomes. This ensures that broadly the same proportion of pupils will pass and reach equivalent of an A grade as in previous years, assuming the ability profile of the pupils is the same, but there is a greater differentiation in higher achieving pupils with more grades above the standard pass level of a grade 4. This means that as many pupils will get the very highest grade 9, has previously gotten a star. Okay. He also said the results would be fair to young people who worked hard for their exams, and added that the reform had come in response to employers complaining that the old GCSEs did not provide young people with their skills needed. GCSEs for New Style English and Maths GCSE were awarded for the first time last summer. This year, 20 subjects will be awarded grades under the new system, with a 7 broadly equivalent to an A and a 4 broadly equivalent to a C. Professor Alan Smithers, Director of the Centre of Education and Employment Research at the University of Buckinghamshire, predicted the overall pass rates could drop slightly this year. I think the percentage of getting the equivalent of an A and the equivalent of a C, or equivalent of under a C, the old regimen, are likely to go down a bit. Okay, cool. God, there's so much of this page and you don't feel like there is much. Sally Kalia, Ofqual Chief. I want to say chef for some reason when I say that. Regulator said, today's results are the second set of reformed GCSEs in the majority of awards this summer. Are for new 9-to-1 qualifications, many years in the making. These GCSEs are more challenging and will better prepare students for further study or employment. Students picking up their results today can be confident they have achieved the grades their performance deserves. In previous years, we have used and tried and tested principle of comparable outcomes to ensure standards are maintained. Senior examiners have reviewed papers to make sure the quality of work is appropriate to the grades awarded. We know school and students have been working hard to prepare for this year's exams, and today's results reflect that considerable effort. They should be congratulated on their achievements. A Department of Education spokesman said, we have raised the standards throughout the education system so that all young people are better prepared for the next stage of their education and workplace. However, the point of any grading system is to be distinguished between different levels of attainment. And our new 9-to-1 system has been designed specifically to provide greater clarity for employment identifying pupils who have taken the new, more rigorous GCSEs. Okay. So from what I understood from that, the answer seemed the papers seem like they're harder, but the grading system is more lenient, I guess. What's going on? People complaining. Hello. Everyone's pinging. Yeah. Time is going to run out, I guess. I don't know. Oh. That's funny. Just for your sake, Ellie King, I'm going to read that whole thing again. No, I'm not. Fun.
Hi, Bradley. Did you learn anything today? On planet Earth? I've always been on planet Earth. Physically, anyways. No one learnt anything. We didn't listen to you. Alright, I'll get the article up and read it again. Right, here we go. History. News, yes, and the gradings. What you call it. New GCSE